to be on point. All right, we're live now. Welcome everyone to episode 6 of your Expert Tech Guide. And today's episode will be exciting, I assure you, and interesting to say the least, because we have a cybersecurity analyst in one of the renowned Nigerian banks. And he'll be sharing his story with us and telling us why we should or should not japa, right? So we need to hear that from him firsthand, and then we'll be asking a couple questions as to how to secure ourselves this yuletide online for beginner cybersecurity analysts and all that. That's like a rundown. And then we're going to have games in the middle, very exciting. And that's what you see behind him. It's like a Decipher series or Decipher kind of game. Yeah. All right. So let's go straight in to what we have. But two important information is please click the subscribe button if you've not, and click the bell for episode 7. On episode 7, we're going to have how to land your first aviation tech role in Nigeria. So we're going to have a software engineer from one of the aviation companies in Nigeria join us in episode 7. And I don't want you to miss that. And also, this episode is proudly sponsored by Grito Talent Agency in Spain. And Grito is an IT recruitment company, so professional tech talents should upload their resume on www.grito.africa, and we'll continue from there. Without further ado, I'll introduce my guest, and it's my pleasure to be doing this. It's good to have you here, Kayode.
Good to be here.
So who is Kayode? Kayode is an information and cybersecurity analyst who ensures network data and IT infrastructure security through constant monitoring and deployment of automated threat prevention and containment solutions. Kayode improves Security Operations Center vulnerability visibility by managing the SIEM DAM dashboards that displays various attack vectors. Additionally, Kayode reduces the attack surface of a typically highly targeted financial institution by analyzing data to implement an advanced threat protection system that has already detected and quarantined 200 potential threats. With a clap and a clapping ovation, let's welcome Kayode Salisu. Take it over. Take it over. Take it over.
Thank you very much, Collins, for having me on this session. I do not take this for granted at all. I also extend that gesture to every viewer out there, those who are watching live and those who will watch for many more months, years to come. Yeah. When I got approached by a mutual friend of mine and Collins concerning my my position as a cybersecurity analyst, I was shocked, to say the least, because yeah, yeah, I am in that field, but I wouldn't say I'm the guru of that field yet. Yeah. So I would just like to be permitted to give my 2 cents in what I do know about the field, and why I ended up choosing this field over JAPA. Now, this scenario goes back to some 3-4 years ago. I was still in school then. So, you know, as a normal university student, our typical mantra there is to survive. However way you can, with Gary, with anything, just survive. To eat, to go to school, to come back and just sleep well. So I was strapped for cash, and then I started looking into the world of online work. And I know every graduate probably on this call can testify to the fact that when you leave school, you are basically at 0%. There's no actual practical knowledge or skill that you have to go into the industry and bargain a diamond hand salary. So I went into the job market and started looking for what exactly can I do with my skill level as it is. So I firstly entered into the world of digital marketing because I felt that was kind of the easiest role I could enter, I could get into. Because prior to that, I've been doing like some Instagram influencing and meme accounts and all that. So I got into that and I got the attention of a particular client or soon to be client in the US. This guy was starting up a startup company that was targeted towards YouTube marketing. So those that are familiar with the term might know what an MCN is, a multi-channel network that comprises of multiple different accounts, be it small to a million plus. And then they are all in one channel where they have free promotion, free equipment, start up their entertainment, their videos and all of that. And at the end of the month, they all combine their net revenue together, and then there's the admin or the CEO that ends up dispersing them accordingly. So I was recruited to this MCN network to be more of a marketer. So I got the gig, and then I began marketing through conventional means of clickbait, through the just any way possible to get people to come and watch the videos, because our salary was equivalent to the amount of views we got on the videos that were given to market. So I did well enough that this particular client of mine actually brought up the idea in one of our board meetings on Monday that I would like to set up an actual physical company for this. But he knows that majority of the staff are scattered all over the world. So he now made the idea that how would you like to come over and join us in this startup? So as at the time, like I said, I was still in school then. So it would be kind of ridiculous for me to leave school and go there because I've seen a job. Yes. But ridiculous as it sounds, I do know somebody else on that same group that was given that same opportunity and he left. So this is not me trying to downplay anyone or to say that, oh, I made the wise decision, but he is not pleased with where he is now. This is not because he left, but this is because he left without a plan. I'll get to that part later on. So I declined that I cannot go over there. So it got so bad that it was like I was the only one on the group chat that declined. And it got to the point where the CEO was like, okay, threatening the whole idea of we are stopping remote work. You either have to come to US, I will sort everything out, I'll get your visa in order, I'll get your accommodation and all that for a couple of months or a year before you get settled down. If not, you cannot continue this job. I thought long and hard. I went to a Christian school, so I did pray over it. And I just didn't get that. I didn't get a definite answer from the prayer, but it just didn't feel right to me to do that. So I declined. So that might be a more reasonable reason to decline. I mean, you're in school and all that shouldn't be a priority at the time. Now, fast forward to some 2 years after that, and the other opportunity came up in the form of a scholarship. So my house or my neighborhood have this whole mentality of nothing can ever go right in Nigeria. So once they have the opportunity to, they leave. And then the opportunity usually came in the sense of when it's time for masters. You do your masters and just find a way. Don't come back. So I had that opportunity when I did finish my school, and I hadn't started NYSC yet. So I just didn't feel this not me saying that Japa is bad. No, it's not. It's Japa when you do have a plan. A lot of people go there and
say that Japa when you do have a plan. Japa when you do have a plan. I think that should be loud.
So a lot of people go over there just hoping to wing it. But winging it is actually easier to work in Nigeria than over there. Do you know the amount of redundant job or I don't want to take it up on any job, but there are a lot of minuscule things that we do here as a career in Nigeria that isn't really seen as anything over there. So if you're looking for money, like unemployment, or you're looking for somewhere to kick off your career, I feel like your best bet is in your homeland because you know the way around the corners. It's not every time that your credentials actually speak for you that, okay, you are the best man for the job. So back to the story anyway. when I got the scholarship to a school in Canada, I did not decline, but I did not accept either. So there was a time window that I was getting to be elapsed, and I was like, okay, I just told myself this, that if I can get a job before this time window, a job before this time window elapses, then that's my sign. Because I don't want to go back to Canada and start hustling after school, or start struggling after school. If I get a job before then, and that's my window that's my sign to stay here. I got on LinkedIn and started firing away with a lot of job proposals. Yeah, I saw a tweet like last night saying that if you have sent 100 job proposals and you are getting upset that I'm getting a response, you are not ready. Taking into account how many things are out there in the country that are actually doing the exact same thing you are doing, that the exact same thing that you are doing. Every year, schools pump out graduates in the thousands, in the tens of thousands. There's nothing really distinguishing per se from the average man or woman to every other graduate out there. So you do have to have that tenacity to chase the rejection and keep on sending. Also have that zeal to go ahead and actually acquire a skill for yourself to use as leverage for getting a foot through the door. So I told myself that was my goal. If I did get a job offer based on my multiple proposals, I will see where that goes. Now, mind you, before this time, I was a digital marketer. I studied information communication in school, nothing about cybersecurity. But then came along this recruitment process for a bank. And I was like, okay, a bank. And in never in my life, I think I'll be a banker. Because like these are people that actually in the morning. I would like wearing tie on my neck to be going to Here we are. I'm not wearing tie now, but if you call me by Monday, you'll see. So I
but I need to ask, I mean, like, do cybersecurity analysts need to wear tie, seeing that you do more of the back end? I mean, are you not good with your hoodie and your cap?
Okay, with the hoodie and the cap, no, but you don't need a tie. Depending on where you are working, I am working in a bank, so there's this high level of compliance where we are. So it doesn't really matter if you're not customer facing. It's not allowed. But probably if you are, I don't know, maybe the Big Four or probably any other place that's carrying out your pen test or whatever it is, probably you don't need to dress completely. So I got this job offer from the bank to come and join the management training camp. It took less, and this was even on that side because normal management training could go from 6 months to a year. But this particular one took just 6 to 7 weeks max. As if God was trying to fast track this thing, or an answer trying to fast track this thing, just to ensure that I got that position before that window elapsed. So I went through it, and then I did not actually apply for a cybersecurity role. I applied for a data analyst. But as luck would have it, there were a lot of data analysts that were in the same camp with me. And I just thought, okay, what other roles are available? Because I was down for anything really. Because I feel like I'm the kind of person that if I actually try anything, I would succeed in it. That's my mentality. No, nothing is impossible to learn. Yeah. So I thought cybersecurity had the lowest amount of registrars, probably because the field could be a bit scary, or sensitive or boring. There are some boring parts. I registered for it, and then I got that role. So the training camp elapsed, and I started working towards that role. I went through the SOC team, that's the Security Operations Center. They basically monitor the activities that are being done in your organization, activities being done on assets that you own anywhere in the world, based on IP addresses connecting, users connecting, the operations users carry out, all of that. I also went into the database activity monitoring team, that's the DAM, monitoring basically everything on the SOC, on the DAM, on the databases, or like data security as a whole. I dabbled in cyber threat intelligence, that's carrying out reconnaissance on like external assets, the bank's assets, or any of our vendor assets and the rest to see the kind of threat level or security level that they are on. We carry out the occasional pen tests, some manual, some operational on some of the banking assets, and some pipeline projects that seem to be live from the bank. So a lot of this went to play, and then this is where I am. Now, am I saying cybersecurity in Nigeria is better than the US or in the foreign lands? No, it is not. I don't know. Actually, it's my answer. I don't know if it is. Am I now saying that I would prefer to stay here than there? My answer is yes for now. But time will tell when you get to that level where you believe that you are strong enough to go there and show your value, not just to go there and collect money, to show your value over there. And why not if not?
Wow,
So
I
this
think it's
is
brilliant. Yeah, yeah, I think this is brilliant. Yeah. Why I say so is because from the first part of your story where you talked about having a plan, I think if anybody on this live should go
Hello, Collins, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I think that was a breach. So yeah, you hear him talk about having the opportunity to school in Canada and all that. Yeah, so the thing is, if you don't have a plan, I'm just trying to what's the word now? Consolidate on your story. The thing is, if you don't have a plan, everywhere will look like a plan, and everything will look like a plan. To be honest, yes. As a matter of fact, family and friends can actually push you into choosing their plan. To be honest, yes. As opposed to when you're in Nigeria and you build your stuff. Let me tell you the truth. I had a friend, or let me put it this way. I know someone who has built his tech career for I think about over a decade in Nigeria. And a few days ago on LinkedIn, a company in the UK that's into if you've heard about the global talent visa, right? So one of their mobility advisors in the UK reached this person on LinkedIn. Guess what? This mobility advisor came with like what's the word now? Like a yeah. So and these people on this mobility advisor in the UK reached him on LinkedIn via DM and told him to kickstart the process. As a matter of fact, you can even go on LinkedIn now and Google Benjamin. So Benjamin was the CIO of Paystack. Lots of other people have left Nigeria for the UK based on the global mobility, global talent visa in the UK. But guess what? They built their tech career in Nigeria, and now they are not going beggarly. No, they are actually going. Some of them have proposals to even set up a UK arm of their branch because that's what all that package comes with. Some of them are going to consult. Like in a nutshell, to consolidate on Kayode's story. Please and please, if you're just starting out, Elvis, we see you. We see your comments. Yeah, let's flag Elvis' comment. Elvis is giving a clap to that. Yes, right. So if you're a beginner, whatever you're doing in Nigeria, yes, we know it's difficult. I'm not even playing. I've been doing tech for 7 years now, and I know the difficulty. In fact, I did a remote job this year, right, with a Dutch company here in Nigeria. So the truth is, it's difficult. No, but guess what? If you're focused and you tell yourself in the next so number of times or years, I mean, Nigerians are dogged people. I doff my heart for us. I mean, if we set our hearts to stuff, we get it done. So tell yourself, in so time, I'm going to do this. I'm building my profile. If you're learning programming, learn programming. If you're learning cybersecurity, become a king in it. Like, look forward to becoming a king, and then you start applying. Sometimes these offers come to you. You don't go to them.
Yeah.
That's the other side of it. They come to you. You don't go to them. So I think I'll close here. Tyler, did you have anything to say before we go into the question and answers? Yeah, we see you.
Okay.
See you.
All right, so I just wanted to point out the stickers at my back once again.
Yeah.
So the viewers can, basically we're trying to see your decryption ability. So there's a word that every single letter at my back is going to form once you rearrange them. So just putting that out there, that I really want everyone to attempt that, and let's see how that goes.
All right, let's see how that goes. So it's like the game time. So if you can look at the words, the letters behind Kayode, you're going to see them. Just drop them in the comment section, and let's see how you can decrypt that. And then we'll have something for you here after now. So just decrypt it. You could leave your name, and we'll reach you right after now. So that's like an icebreaker in the section. Yeah. So whilst that is going on, we'll call that game time. So whilst that's going on, let's go into the questions. And please, if you have questions, drop them in the comment section as we go on with the question and answers. We're looking forward to rounding up the section at 5:15. I think that's precisely 30 minutes. No, 5 o'clock. Yeah, maybe we could just take a 5 minutes over time. Question 1 says, Kayode, if you're given a second chance, would you choose cybersecurity analyst at a Nigerian bank or JAPA, and why? Please be honest.
Given a second chance, yeah, we all know the state of the country now. We know that no matter how high you're earning now, it seems like you're just taking 2 steps forward and then 5 back. That's on the global plane. Would I take a cybersecurity job in Nigeria or Japan? So my answer to that is still going to be bureaucratic or democratic. So Japan, in the sense, I'll need more information than that, because yes, Japan is good, to leave the country is good. That's the whole essence of Japan. But what I'm going there to do, if it is still in the line of cybersecurity, yes, I would leave. Because I did not choose this career to begin with, but I ended up falling in love with the career. But if this Japan is going to carry me towards a completely different field that doesn't have to do with doesn't have to do with tech or AI, or just something with electricity in it,
Yeah.
I probably will not.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that I will never go, but at this stage in my life, I will not.
All right, question 2. Question 2 says, what exact steps should beginners who want to start a tech career in cybersecurity take?
Okay, starting a career in cybersecurity, you are going to have to do a lot of reading. A lot of reading is required. Or maybe in this digital age, a lot of video watching is required. So cybersecurity, the essence of it is basically providing security for cyber assets, for informational assets. So you firstly need to understand what these assets are all about, and then knowing how exactly these assets can be exploited and manipulated, and then how you can create security policies around that. So you need to understand probably the 3 major things will be the network. You need to understand how the network layer works, basically networking, IP addresses, and all of that. You need to understand networking in the sense of meeting people, probably going to events, whether there was a dev fest there about some events like that. You meet many people that are passionate for the career, that have been in the career for a while, that can give you personalized insight into what exactly you could do. Network is very important. Learning about the ropes, networks, maybe the OS level, data itself, learning 3 C's of information security, and build the 3 the CIE acronym, rather, information security, and building your career around that. That is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So knowing those three things will help guide you in the path in decision making as a cybersecurity engineer. So starting out this thing, go on, get courses, read those courses, meet with people, network with them, take cybersecurity certification. Certification is very key. In the field of DevOps, what can speak to your competence is probably the projects that you've created.
Yeah.
In the field of cybersecurity, you can't really say, okay, the amount of sites you've broken into, or so the best thing for you as a cybersecurity engineer is certification. That's what shows your competence before any other employer. That would be the advice I give.
Oh, great. Do you have like links you could share maybe in the comments, or just drop links for them? Maybe things like, like precise links they could check out for people that want to maybe get started.
Okay, I don't have any off the top of my head now, but just checking out schools like Udemy, Coursera, even the Microsoft site itself, Google offers some free certifications. There's one called alison.com, that's ALISON, that has free certification as well.
Yeah.
I think that's basically what I can think of for now.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So question 3 says, what precise steps should intermediates who want to land a first cybersecurity job take? I'm asking this question because I heard when you said in your story about attending like a boot camp and all that. So how did you get into that for intermediates looking to get started in their first job, looking to land a first job in cybersecurity?
Okay, so it's no news that the largest employer of labor, that's in terms of size, is the financial industry. Yes, in terms of payments, maybe compensation could be oil and gas for now. I don't think that will be the case in the next 10 years. And then finance. So finance industry is the largest employment of labor. And my advice to people looking for jobs specifically, I take it you already have an idea, but you might not have to know everything in cybersecurity, but you have an idea of what it is. You're just looking for how to get a job in it. LinkedIn is a very, very wonderful tool that I believe people might not be utilizing well enough. LinkedIn has thousands of filters for you to select job roles in. You might, yes, you should still apply for the ones, even if you think you don't know everything there. Once you have an idea of one or two things there, go ahead to apply. You don't know who is praying for you somewhere. Apply for that. Look for recruitment roles, basically graduate trainee roles. Doesn't matter if you graduated 10 years ago. Look for graduate trainee roles. Look for entry-level roles. Look for probably support or second-level analyst or something roles in the line of cybersecurity itself. Apply for them and keep on applying. Keep applying. When applying, also you need to have tailored CVs for specific job roles itself. You can have CVs for a SOC analyst, a CV for a GRC person, CV for an application security or a penetration tester. Having different CVs for different job opportunities and roles is also a key thing to take note of in job applications for things like that. So LinkedIn, Jobberman, Indeed, Glassdoor, there's a lot of them out there that Nigerian companies have enrolled. Okay, I think we lost our host. Let's give him a minute. Okay, please leave a comment if you can still hear me. I think we lost Collins on the call.
Yes, okay. We are question 4 or question
Yeah.
3, right? What steps should intermediates who want to land a first cybersecurity job take? So you could
Okay,
finish your
yeah.
thought.
So basically just made mention of the fact that they should make use of job application platforms like LinkedIn, Jobberman,
Mhm.
Glassdoor, Indeed, and the likes. And also know to, yes, it can be heart-wrenching, but not to really lose hope in this in the line of job application. Keep on applying, because no matter how many times you've applied, somebody has applied much more than you have. So keep on doing that. Also continue to brush up on your skills, continue to work towards cybersecurity certifications. And I promise you that when the time does come, you will be amazed by the speed at which you grow. An example is Burna Boy, for example. Burna Boy was singing for a long time, perfecting the sound and all of that. And when he finally got that big break, he just exploded. So keep doing that, keep being you, and keep on applying, because you cannot get something you don't apply for.
Yeah, true. True. All right. So question 4. I think I love that part of, keep doing it. Just keep
Yeah.
doing it. I mean, we're not trying to sound like motivational speakers, like one of our guests in the first episode said. So we're not trying to sound like motivational speakers. No, we're just trying to tell you that we are also Nigerians and we understand these things. We're in the tech space too. There's a power in being consistent. There's a power in being consistent and showing up. So, in fact, in the volume 2 of my book, I said something. I said offline work versus online show. I take that again. Offline work versus online show. Now, the offline work is behind your laptop screen, most times at night, most times when you don't feel like doing anything. Those times you're upskilling, those times you're learning stuff. People don't see you. That's the offline work. You have to balance that with the online show. Then you now come on LinkedIn and you now start putting out your stuff. Some people go on to show and they don't put in offline work. And then when the opportunity comes, they can't perform. Because the truth is, the opportunity will come. This is not motivation. See, that job will come. You will get it. But the point is, when you get it, when you're before the interviewers,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what do you do? What do you have to offer? Someone said something, I think one of the guests in one of the episodes, before we go to the next question, the guest said something very profound. He said something. He said, put up excellent work that people would give you the benefit of doubt in your lapses. He said, put up excellent work that people would give you benefit of the doubt in your lapses. I mean, you could be so good in what you do or at what you do that your hiring managers would cut you lots of slack. Like they just
Sure.
look at your work and say, no, 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 like this person, did you get? So I just thought to add that. So question 4. What trends should professional cybersecurity analysts look out for in 2024?
Okay, what's trend? We can't deny the involvement of AI in the world of today with the chat GPT, the hacker GPT being AI and the like. So a major trend I can see cybersecurity moving in is in the sense of AI, integration of AI into everything. So AI in cybersecurity work to ease or to help in automating things that can be rigid, but also AI on the other side, the left side of security, the fraudsters that you're actually trying to fight against. AI has made maybe creation of phishing campaign much easier. AI has also made the 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 creation of threat actors in IoT design, in IoT devices such as like smart fridges, smart watches, watches and the rest, much easier. AI has also made attack surface on the cloud as well much easier. So I'm just all in all, the major trend that professionals look out for is the integration of AI into everyday IT assets.
Integration of AI into our everyday life. Exactly. Yeah, I think that AI really cuts across all fields, to be honest. people in dev, the analysts, the designers. I mean, it's just crazy what AI is doing, how much AI is doing these days. All right, so the question 5, I think this is like the very interesting question. Also, I think this should be the last before your last words. And then if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and then we'll take it up, and then we should round up in like 3-5 minutes. Question 5 says 5 online safety tips internet users must engage to protect data and money from hackers in this yuletide. That's in this season, this festive season. What like 5 online safety tips?
Okay. One I would say is in this festive season this is a period where people are looking for how to jaye, how to celebrate life any way possible, by any means possible. So you know that your finances are at its riskiest during this period. Even if you go the entire year without any security scare or any theft scare, there's a likelihood that you will see 1 or 2 around this period or towards January.
True.
So a tip I would give is what the banks usually say, and that is to let's even start from identifying who you are communicating with. People would call you, people would send you emails and all of that, trying to get information from you. So you should just be mindful, be watchful for who exactly you're interacting with. The second step would be when you do get into an interaction with somebody, also be mindful of the kind of information you give out to that person. People call or text asking for, pretending to be a certain customer service somewhere or a sales rep of somewhere, asking for your PAN credentials, are the numbers on your ATM card, asking for probably your BVN number, asking for just sensitive data that typically would not be required by any service to actually carry out their function. But these guys are doing it because they're trying to play on the naivety of Nigeria. So be watchful for who you speak to and be watchful about what kind of information you provide. Another thing that isn't really talked about much is Wi-Fi connection. Now, we all go to places like shopping malls, to stores, to hotels, and then we open our phone and see a free unlocked Wi-Fi. And we're so happy we just connect to it. But the issue with that is that unlocked Wi-Fi might be there for a reason. Yes, it could be actually unlocked, but it could actually be intentionally unlocked by somebody to enable you to connect to it. And there's a whole network sniffing, packet sniffing that goes on with that. So be mindful of the kind of networks to connect to. Speaking of Wi-Fi in strange places. Another thing I could mention would be online safety tips. Well, scammers are still a thing. Instagram vendors, Twitter vendors, and the rest. Doing your due diligence before actually going ahead to submit what gives you leverage against them providing that product, which is your money. So be mindful of online fraudsters. That is never going away. Now, a fifth thing let me see if I can think of something. Christmas period, festive period, everybody's on holiday. Okay, nothing actually really is coming to mind.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, also to it's more like a question now. So when people want to use AI, when bad actors decide to like go neck deep into this thing and engage AI, to probably what's the word now? Clone a certain voice or a certain kind of normal. I mean, like let's say of course, before they launch, they do some background work and maybe they find out, okay, this person works here and that, and maybe would extract audio on Facebook of one of your bosses or audio somewhere of one of your colleagues and goes to AI and engages one of these AI softwares, and gets the exact voice. This is very tricky because people are doing these things, like we see these things, right? It's happening. So when that kind of thing happens, and then you feel like you're speaking with your friend, your guy at work, or even your boss, and then your boss, you're now hearing the voice tell you, send this, just in the same tone, your boss will tell you. How do you handle this kind of attack, if I would say?
Hmm. The first thing I can think of is a kind of two-factor authentication mechanism. So two-factor basically just speaks to the fact that if one fails, the other should not fail. So in this scenario, the attacker has orchestrated a false image of somebody of authority of which you answer to. The advice I can give to that person is probably to find another way to confirm that this is in fact this person asking of this thing. If this person is asking of something, the first thing that should come to your mind is this a typical request of this person? Every human being has a profile that is built for everyone around them of, okay, my guy, Sheon, he's a clubber, oh, he's a Pluto boy, he's a this or he's a that one. You already know who Sheon is.
Yeah.
If Sheon is acting out of line, that's already line. Sheon is requesting for something that isn't ordinarily meant to be, like, he isn't ordinarily meant to know to be requesting for. You can go ahead to try to call Sheon. You can go ahead to request that, okay, I can give you this thing in person.
Yeah.
But going off that information, that data alone, there's orchestrated that already seems like a red flag. Is not is the worst practice for you. So just find a way to counter check that it's the same person asking the same thing, the same thing. Yeah.
Wow. All right. I think that would help somehow. Yeah, that would really help because I mean, I think people would really go over and beyond right now, particularly with this AI thing to do the worst and do the most. So people should always double check, like you said, right? So I think this is going to be like the last question, but we have Ruth Adapoyi's comment saying hand purple blue piece. Is this like an answer to the puzzle behind you, Kayode?
I am not sure, but I
Okay.
appreciate the effort.
The try, right? Exactly, bro.
At that
Okay.
point.
At that point, all right. So, I mean, are you going to give us the answer and then we'll call it a day? Because I think we're at the last, we're at the end of this. So you just give us the answer to the puzzle if you can, then you drop your last words and then we'll call it a day.
Okay, let me just move my camera a bit because I'm not sure if it was very visible. So we have at the top over here, there's an R. And down here, there's an E. E, then there should be a C somewhere. I don't know if it's even better to look at. The yellow one over there is C. Sorry if I'm moving my hand up and now. The stuff is like, so basically the word says reconnaissance. Reconnaissance, that's RECONNAISSANCE. Reconnaissance is basically the act of collecting information about a particular asset. So anyone that wants to hack into a system or wants to basically beat or bypass a certain control, they need to firstly understand how that thing works. So the act of understanding how it works is called reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance. I mean, how are we in this world going to get that kind of thing? That's wicked. That's wicked, man.
So in line of final words, I would reiterate that Japa from Nigeria is a I would say Japa. Migrating from Nigeria is an admirable thing. But I see it as an miracle in the sense that you have scaled a certain battle here and are looking for a new fight or a new battle to shine in, a new place to shine in. So my advice is, yes, I fully support that. If you have conquered your anxiety and going over to do that, I fully support that. I also support the idea of a better life, a better place for your kids, and all. But you should have a plan. You shouldn't go there to be waiting tables or go there to be an amusement park operator. You should have a plan.
An apple picker.
Because you went to school to learn something. Everybody was told at some point in their life that, oh, I can one day become the richest man in the world, you just went forward. And why is that such a pipe dream? You can't do that.
Yeah.
But what won't get you there is the fact of going over because the grass is greener. You should go over
Yeah.
because you know what to do with that greener grass.
Yeah, exactly. You should go over because you know what to do with that greener grass and not because the grass is greener. That's powerful stuff there. Thank you so much, Kayode. I mean, you have a big fan, Effect to Bore Uro, saying, Odumego of cybersecurity, His Royal Highness and Security Chair. Yeah, we see you, Uro, we see you. All right. I mean, it's been a pleasure and amazing time having you join
Yeah.
us, Kayode, for I think this was 30 minutes plus 10 seconds, 10 minutes, sorry. So let's say 40 minutes. It's been an amazing, fantastic time with you. We don't
Thank you
take
very
your
much.
time with us for granted. And we're
Yeah.
going to definitely have like 1 minute section of this cut out to share weekly. It's a lot of stuff you shared, and we're going to put it out there. So for people that want to reach you directly, please check the description in this YouTube post or in this YouTube live. You would see his LinkedIn, and you can connect directly with him. Please, Kayode, feel free to answer and all that. If you need to, I don't know, if you need to drop a WhatsApp number. You're having lots of fans here. This is Mechanic Taylor. Thank you, Daddy KK. So yeah, I think the whole squad is here. So yeah, so I think that's that about that. Thank you so much, and we
Thank you
will
very much for having me.
we should, or we look forward to having you again.
Thank you, Mechanic Taylor. Thank you, Collins.
And thank you to all
Thank
our
you.
all our viewers too, right? Thank you so much for sticking in, tuning in and hanging on. We'll see you in episode 7 on next week, Saturday. Please subscribe and we'll be in touch. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye.